Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Rise of a Nation, it's episode 43 of the Rise of a Nation, and today is going to be the last game of the season, end the season review, have a bit of a chat about where the club is heading and how we're looking and all those sort of things. First place of call is that we're not actually out to the AAB game at the moment, but we do have here at the moment a little bit of news about our new stadium. We were meant to move in very, very soon on the 30th of June, and I was going to give you guys a friendly game against one of the big boys to kind of christen the new stadium, but instead it looks like it's going to be delayed by 4 months. And the reason why I'm here, I think this is big news, right? We eventually will move into our new stadium, it'll be good to see it, and I think by the time it's built, we're going to be in the league. Something's in my eye, I don't understand what. Anyhow, and hopefully we will go and move into that eventually. Second thing that it brings me to is that financially, we're actually in a very good spot. We're making money, we're getting good gate receipts, we've got good TV revenue from being in the top six. I didn't even think of that when I made the top six, that the TV revenue would be this good. But we're nearly at the 2 million mark. We've made more than 2 million this season. We're doing really well. So hopefully, when we do end our final game, which is going to be against AAB here, we get a bit of a payroll injection. We get to about a little bit in the budget, and hopefully we're going to be okay. We're also going to have a bit of a chat about players, see who's coming in and who's doing what. I'm just going to quickly scout these guys that I have not got a scout put on that are leaving on freeze because they're important there. See if they're worthy of being in the shortlist or not. And yeah, so we just need to have a chat about a few things as well. Like this is the big one. Arnie Zahora to get a contract. I just do not have the money to give it to him. He is wanted by a handful of clubs, and that's where, hopefully by the end of this episode, we have an offer in for Johan, and hopefully he sticks around. As you can see here in the league, it's kind of just game over. We can finish as high as 4th, we can finish as low as where we are in 5th. Since we last met, which was, what game, I'm trying to think. I think it was the AAB game which we lost 2-0, or it was the Vigil game that we drew 1-1. It was the Vigil game we drew 1-1 because Roberts got sent off and they scored late. I kind of said I'll come back if we were going to go on a run of form. We lost to AAB, we beat Copenhagen just, but these two draws kind of killed me. Saunders we absolutely outplayed yet again, dominated yet again. They found a late goal. It was really annoying. And against FC Midtjylland, they were a better team on the day, but a game that kind of petered into nothingness as well. So there we are. We did just beat Vigil here on stream. We are live, so links down below. Go follow us live, of course. We are approaching the 1,200 follower mark, which is absolutely fantastic. And, of course, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as we're forever growing there too. But, yeah, we do have AAB on the final day, and they have a chance, I think, to win the title at the moment. They do. They're 1 point behind. They're 1 point ahead of Copenhagen. So, knowing that if they win against us on the final day, we have a new champion here in Denmark. It's not one of the normal two. It's not Copenhagen. It's not Midtjylland who've had a poor year. Also important to note that FC Nords won the cup. They knocked out Midtjylland on the way to get into the cup as well, into the final. So Third doesn't get a spot. So for the first time, I think, in a while, FC Midtjylland, or Midtjylland, or however you pronounce it, FC Mobil, as we call it here in Australia, they are not going to be in Europe for the first time in a very, very long time. So important things to note. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this AAB game in a couple of days, YouTube. And then after that, we're going to go on a bit of a sim, see what is going on. There's mum screaming at the dog. See what is going on, in terms of what money we're going to get in. Have a look maybe about how we set up in the league financially and everything like that. Have a bit of a talk about the stadium, and then I might even throw in that we might look at a few of the regens going around as well, because we've had no money. I haven't looked at regens this year to poach. There's always some good ones. Obviously, we've had people like Yeppy, for instance, who's actually going to miss this game that we've picked up on freeze. By the way, how good is he? Over the past few seasons, so hopefully we'll go out there and find ourselves maybe a pickup or two live in the YouTube episode as well, but I think that's how we're going to go about it today. So look, on a whole, it doesn't matter if we finish 5th or 4th to me. It's money into the club. I don't mind. I think it's really good. I think we're in a really good spot, and we'll have a bit of a chat after that game about what we're going to do next year, who we need to re-sign, what we need to buy. I think you guys already know anyway, but yeah, I'll be back with the AAB game and the end of season review. Welcome back, YouTube. It is time for the final game of the season. We have top of the table AAB. Can we stop them from winning the league and give Copenhagen another title? To be honest, I'd rather that AAB did win the league because it's something different, but it is what it is, and I would like to maybe even finish 4th because the prize money would be really good. FC Midtjylland have Sonder as well, which means that a win here could be good enough for us as well, and hopefully we'll be okay. Yeppy is past, not fit. The Shoe obviously got injured as well, and another 20s game just gone, which is not nice, so the Shoe won't make an appearance for the final day. We will get Madsen in there as well. And this is the last time we're going to see Yanni as well. Unlike Yep, who's kind of been like, yep, I want to leave the club. Yep, great, I'm going to Atlanta, see ya. Arnie has always been in and around for us. We've always loved him. He's been doing really, really well. And he's been here a while. And yeah, hopefully he will be A-OK. Anyhow, in terms of the team, it is going to be Robert Roberts. This might be the last time Cullen plays for me because I really want to get him out. Fernandez, Tony, Lawson, Anderson will come in here with Kenny Milford. Anderson, by the way, wanted by a club. And I will talk about the club and the players that are wanted at the moment a little bit later. But you might be surprised my answer about Frederick Anderson. Bub Najar's there. Christian obviously is unbelievable. Frank and Zahora up top. This could be our last game with Zahora. It may not be. It'll be interesting to see. Anyhow, on the final day against a team that should win the league, I'm not predicting we're going to win. Score prediction in the chat. Paulie boys, give it to me. I think we'll be around the mark, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to tell them to avenge it, but I'm not going to be too arsed if we win it or not. They're lining up in 4-2-3-1 as well. Hopefully we just don't get pumped. He's been crucial. I think we've got a good chance. That's entirely the point. We got some guy on loan. He looked good, but he's not really great. As you can see, they actually lost a couple of games, just brought Copenhagen back into it. They nearly ran away over AAB here in the league this year. Because Copenhagen have been choking a lot. We've been okay. We haven't lost in the last 4. And there we go. All right. Nathan Lyon into the attack of the cricket as well, for those watching that with me as well. That's what's in my headphones, YouTube. I've got the cricket. Day 3. Boxing Day test. Nathan Lyon into the attack early. What you love to see. Anyway, 13 minutes here played. And we've probably been a better team out here in terms of creating chances. But, very even game to start with. And I'll take that. Sondag went 1-0 up and has already conceded straight away again. And hopefully we'll be all right. 27 minutes played. AAB obviously in the red here, trying to win the title. And the ball in has found its way into Robert's hands. And hopefully we will go and build from the back and show us why we have been good in this division. And the ball to Zahora is knocked down. Frank gets on it. It's not been the best at the moment. And he finds Lawson in his last game for the club. And he just punts it into Zahora. Keeper doesn't get there. Zahora gets there first. And that's going to be 1-0. And there we go. Keeper came, made himself big. Didn't get there first. Probably didn't fully commit. And we are 1-0 up against a team trying to be champions here on the final day. In the end, a good ball here from Lawson. We are going to miss him because he's our best fullback at the club. But we are going to hopefully find better. And there we go. Be interesting to see if Hedegaard is available, because I wouldn't mind getting Hedegaard in. We'll check him, actually, as well. Anyway, Vito picked off there by Christian Ramilson. His ball to Zahora, and we're playing well here. Zahora turns his man, and away he goes. He's running at people at will. Still going. His ball blocked. Finds its way to Bub Najar eventually. Great turn from Nicolas. And it's going to be really exciting to see what this guy can do after a full year here in the division, to get used to Denmark. And hopefully he'll be okay. But in the end, a little bit lucky here. Zahora deserves his own luck, though, sometimes, because he's such a good footballer. And he's already got a goal and an assist. That's a great turn. What a touch. Turns his man. Sends his man to the bins, mate. He just said, see you later. Exit stage left. And in the end, we sit in 4 very comfortably, which is nice. In the end, though, Cullen finds Bubba. And it hits ball into Kenny, and there we go again. And Bubba gets on it again. His ball... There's flares in the stands, boys. They expecting the title, do they, the boys? There's a packed house here. Stands are packed here as they expecting the title. Pantanovic is onside because Lawson kept him on. In the end, Robert makes a great save. And there we go. It is 2-0, 40 minutes played. We have looked really decent out there at the moment. And Luca Anderson, who is one of the favourites to win Player of the Year, whips it in. But 40 minutes gone, it should be still 2-0 SFB. And at the moment... AAB need to come out and put in a half of football to be champions. And at the moment, I think we have got the beating of them. Hard to say that when we're playing top. But there we are. Away from home, what a performance to maybe end the season with. I am absolutely delighted, boys. Can we go in and finish the season on a high? They make a change at halftime. You kind of expected that too. Tony Christensen, by the way, on a new contract for another 4 years here. Also, why the wage budget keeps eking out as people that want new contracts, I'm kind of giving them to if they're good enough. Anyway, Bub Najar now. Still going with it. Gets tackled. And there's a highlight from kickoff here. And the ball looking for Johan. And what a ball it is too. Robert, I need you. What a finish. And that is a way back into it. 30 seconds in, they've scored from kickoff. That's happened a lot to us this season, where we've conceded basically from kickoff in the second half. They just win the ball back. Never should. It's Callum Roberts yet again. That's not great defending by Bubba. And in the end, though, that's a finish and a half. And there we go. It is 2-1, just like that. Look, this would sum up our year here on this promotion race, that we've been good in patches and then we just concede goals in patches. So at least we didn't concede 2 in the same 5-minute period, which is good. And we do have a corner. We've been decent from these. Frank gets on it. Good ball back to Frank. We've seen this highlight before. The ball gets chipped. Tony hits it. Zahora flicks it in. And it's 3-1. Zahora scores his 33rd of the year. And I still think he hasn't had the greatest of years, and he's scored a heap of goals. So, kind of just shows you how important he is. I feel like throughout the year, he's missed a lot of big chances in big moments, but he has scored goals in clumps as well. So, there we are. Anyway, Tony volleys. It was going wide. A bit lucky for Zahora. It's kind of like hit him and gone in. But there we go. 66 minutes played. We are going to make a change here. I think we are going to give Arnie a chance to go, hey, it's my last game ever for the club. Get him out there. And I think we're going to get Leafy out here. And we're just going to get Federico kind of booking off as well. And there we go. And we'll give Yappy a bit of rest. As the fans are letting off the flares in the back. Because Vito heads just over. It might be our fans doing it. They're getting up, boys. And our fans are a bit of hooligans. We've seen a few pyros before. Anyway, Bubba though, ball goes long looking for Zahora. I won't find him like that. That's why I need a centre back just to go, look, I'm just going to play centre mid. That's a ball. Good save from Robert. Was offside anyway. Hopefully we just get home. Hopefully we just get home. It's 74 minutes played, 75. Time's ticking. And maybe we can do a job. Ball gets headed over the bar again. Not many headers are going to fly in from there, you feel. Highlight yet again. Bubba needs to find a midfielder, find a fullback. Instead, he just looks for Zahora yet again. He's a big boy, but that's not what we want from the fullback, from the centre-back. Vazquez inside. Robert needs to be big in the end. What a save. It falls to Pritka, though. Maybe Robert's positioning for the first one wasn't the greatest, but it was still a great save nonetheless. And they have got 10 minutes to find a goal to hopefully give them the title, I feel. It depends what Copenhagen's really doing. Copenhagen win, they need 2. But there we go. Very even game of football, this one here. And it's a highlight here again. And Anderson's ball headed away. Christian Ramilson's quick, but Anderson is going to get there first and is going to be able to recycle Zahora. Get a press on, he does. The ball should be Callum Roberts. The header is poor, though, and that's why we need a fullback. He has time to take a touch. It's time to put it into the space here for Bubnajar. Instead, it's just not. Anyway, the ball goes long. Should be Lawson's. It is. Takes under his spell. Arnie now. In his last game for the club. Leafy. His ball inside. Kenny now. Still going. Looks out there. Headed away, though. And here we go. It's going to be them on the re-breaks. The ball in a Pritka. It's Pritka versus Roberts. Gets chipped. It's 3-3. And this just sums up our year here in the promotion division, is that we just concede every time we're ahead. It's just, we can be ahead by 2 goals. We can be ahead by 3 goals. Hey, we were 3-0 up inside 10 minutes against FC Midtjylland, and that game was 3-3 by half time. Just kind of sums it up. We actually move into 4th because of that as well. And that's just annoying. To be against top, 2-1 up, 2-0 up, 3-1 up. To be 3-3 here is very annoying. Zahora here. And credit to the team fighting for the title. They know they probably need a winner here to win the title here too. And they're going to probably get it as well because we just don't know how to defend. As Vazquez blocked, Lawson clears. Maybe we can go on the break and ruin the party. That would be nice. Christian Ramilson going on a run. Arnie on his final game for the club. Come on, son. Put it in the box. Leafy off the bench. It's in there. Bubnajar! Oh my God, he's missed. How are you, footy manager? Good to see you, my man. Bubnajar misses late doors. Oh. There's a minute left to go. Ball gets punted to Zahora. I tell you what, we've got numbers. Bubnajar, I tell you what. Arnie on his final game for the club. Can he go as a hero? He can't. What a save. In the end, that's going to be all she wrote. Look, a 3-3 draw against a team that could be champions depending on results here is not the worst. The only problem is for probably at least the 5th or 6th time in this promotion league, we've been ahead by 2 goals and we have thrown it away.
Hey, Stella!
You know, Stella's also being a bit annoying as well, the dog, clearly. And there we are. Anyway, Kenny with a tackle. That's going to be all she wrote. And hopefully we'll be okay. Game over, referee? No? We're going to just let it go? We've also conceded goals at this late stage before, so, you know, it'd be great if the referee just blew it on time. I just don't understand I'm filming a YouTube video, do they? The freaking family. There we are. Look, a 3-3 draw. Well done, boys. We may have cost them the title. We're party spoilers. That's great. To be fair, we wanted AAB to win the title more.
Card hangers?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Far out. You guys are so loud sometimes. Jesus.
Are you streaming?
I'm streaming and YouTube. Just say hello, why don't you?
Sorry.
Oh my god. No, I'm just talking to myself. Did they win the title? They didn't. We cost them the title on the final day. There we are. But we get some prize money, boys. That's what we were after here. Zahura maybe in his final game gets a man of the match performance. Hopefully it's not his final game for the club. Hopefully we can figure out a contract here before it expires. He's really happy here. And that's something that we will definitely talk about. But a great final way to end it. It would have been nice to win and get a bit more prize money as well. And we'll just say all that, and there we are. All right, now it's time to see what we can do. Ooh. It might be a run out in the cricket. I think he's home. I think he's home, really, in the cricket, for those watching. Yeah, he's home by a mile. The fact that it's not a direct hit, it's out. Oh, hold up. Payne, how quick are you? That's going to be out. Yeah, that's gone. I reckon he's out. He's got him just. Boys, what do you reckon in the chat? Is it out? I reckon he's gone. Just out. He's out. He's out. We got to run out, boys. We needed something like that to spark us this morning. That's unreal for you guys on YouTube. It's just like, what's going on? But me and the chat are watching the cricket. Boxing Day Test match, third day. We've just made a run out for Jadeja on 49. Good work by Tim Payne. Quick hands. What an innings. Alright, enough about that though. We have got the end of season review, and that's what we're here for, YouTube. 112 Rahane. Well played. For those guys in the chat, that's unreal. I think there's a single there, to be fair. Rahane just unlucky. It's a great throw and a great take by Payne. There we are. Anyway, the new arrivals. Let's have a look at who came in. There was a lot of people that did come in. Tony Christensen, by far, probably the best player for me. Of course, he's got downward arrows as we do this. He looks unreal. On paper, my best centre-back at 18 years of age. We're just tying him down to 2026, so we're very happy with that. Robert came in and had a decent year. Not a great year in goals, but a decent year, and he's decent. I think we can find better. Christian Ramilson, hands down, one of the other best players that we did sign. He's wanted by a few clubs. We're going to have a chat about that right now as well. Nicholas Bumner has come in and done a decent job as well. He's played a lot of games. Laris Friss has come in and done really well. Was our hot prospect here at 16 years of age. Came in as a 15-year-old. And Yepi came in, and we're not even 6 months into his tenure here. Didn't even realise I signed him to a one-year deal. Just left to go to Atlanta because, whatever. Which is a bit upsetting. But yeah. Too high. I think his salary is really, really good for a young kid. But yeah, the board have got some expectations here that they don't really keep. Obviously, we did all right here, though, in the league table. We finished 6th on the final day. If you have not watched our YouTube video, go back a few YouTube episodes ago, because to finish 6th on the final day was unreal, and we've actually finished 5th now in the season as well. We got knocked out in the semi-final. That's on me. Don't play for FM when you're mentally not capable of playing Football Manager. Obviously mentally having a bad day that day and just threw away a semi-final for no reason. In the end, though, we did get through. We obviously got an A there. We have an average of 2,000 in the stadium. We are getting a new stadium as well, which is really good. And we finished 5th in the end. Our biggest win was against Esberg in the Cup. Our match, I remember, was beating Coach as well in the Superliga. And goal of the season was a Rami Yusin goal against Midland. I'm trying to remember it. I think I know the goal. We'll definitely go check that one out as well. We made a bit of money. It's important to see. Zahora still keeps his spot, which is definitely makes sense. But Christian Romero Wilson, I expected to be a very good second, and he wasn't. Frank got there. That's nice to see. How we lined up this year, pretty much. I lined up like that the whole entire year, so I agree with this one here, unlike last year. This guy's going out the door, though. I cannot stand him. He makes so many mistakes. Starting, if you want a big mate, you can go. I'll happily take 6K for you. But yeah, obviously head coach awards. Apparently we won no awards. Makes sense. Club awards, competition awards. Zahora got super player of the year. And the media player of the year, Zahura, won everything here. Signing of the year was Robert. Interesting. I'll disagree. Bumlajud did alright. Zahura got 11 and an average match rating of 7.4. And as you can see here, highest transfer fee for the first time in the club's history, got more than 100k, which is good to see. I wonder how Andreas is doing. We'll have a look. And Zahura got a goal in 12 seconds, and he played really good as well, and we did really well. But yeah, there we are. So that's a few of it. As you can see here, a lot of the lads are still there. Zahura on the shoe. Bumlajud makes it, which is interesting as well. As you can see, the club vision. I'm hoping we get some money here. We're a bit of payroll that's required. Superliga will just fight. They're all right. See, I don't understand. Repair the club's financial damage. I just made 2 mil this season. I made 2 million this year. We're up to 2.6. I nearly made 3 million profit this year, and they're going, oh yeah, the finances. Just don't understand. We accept it, but yeah, it's really annoying. The boys are really happy, obviously, with us. I'm just going to discuss plans for next season here quickly as well. Going to season, I think we're good enough to avoid relegation. Maybe we are. Is that the sort of the reaction? Not discuss some promises. I'm going to look to young players at the squad and give them a chance in the first team. I think that's enough promises for now. Thank you, everybody. Done. Same as what we always do. Doesn't make sense, to be honest. It never does. Like, we were in the red, and I've come in and made 2.6 million this year. And apparently, no. Because we're spending over the wage budget and the board refuses to give me a wage to compete and put people on full-time contracts, makes it really annoying. We have got a training camp here back on the 11th, which is important. But now we get to click through and see what really goes on. Surely we can see the goals and that. No rewards. That's really odd. Alright, so we know it was against FC Midtjylland in the 3-5, which was early on in the year. And it was Christian Ramilson's goal in the 9th minute. Let's go see goal of the year, and then we're just going to have a chat and click on. By the way, this is so broken. The 3-4-3, Bromby and Midtjylland used it. And the only reason Bromby didn't make the top 6 is they stopped using it because they sacked their coach. Because they were in sick. And they ended up not even making it. But here we go. So Ramilson's picked it up from a mile back. Let's just go back. Go back to when he's on the ball. Where did he win it from? Alright, let's see how good this run is. Alright, here we go. He beats one with pace, still going, beats the slide challenge, thinks inside, really hit it. Oh, it's a finish. It's actually a goal worthy. It's a great run and a great finish from Christian. And he's one of the players we have to talk about. So, let's have a chat about the team itself now. The team, as it looks like, is not too bad, but straight away we know that obviously A, he's leaving, right, but he's not a good enough fullback, and B, Callum, I can count probably on 2 hands. I need 2 hands to count how many games Mr. Cameron Roberts, right, has gone in there and either gone and given away a pen, or the line will be up here and he's back here, like keeping everybody on side, or he'll dive in, or he'll give away a penalty by pushing someone in the box from a set piece or a throw in. You know, he single-handedly, I think this guy's cost me about 12 to 15 points this season, which is ludicrous, but I do think that's the case. So he's gone, and I'm going to sell him. As much as he's a good fullback, probably to have around. He's on 600 a week, expecting to play first-team football. Out of here, mate. In terms of the rest of the team, it's not bad, but this is where we have a bit of a chat, all right? Is we have got a couple guys interested. Kenny keeps getting fleeting interest from clubs in and around. Yet again, it's important to note, we've got a lot of these guys that have, foreign release fees. If someone came in and said, he's 2.5 million for Kenny, mate, that's money for me. Off I go. I'm happy, right? If we go in and we get money here for Yeppy, I don't want to sell Yep. Yep has a 5 mil release fee. Yet again, it would have to be 5 mil for us to get it. But this is where there's some interest in some players that we really just need to just go, right? First things first. Rami Yusun has had big interest from Atlanta, Feyenoord and PSV for a very long time. And Ajax have sniffed and come out and come back in. This is a guy that I seriously see leaving at the year. And this is right. He only has a 925 release fee, right? And the reason why it's only 925 release fees, that's what he locked into his contract and we had to sign him. He's had a wonderful year. He's hands down one of our... This match rating should be a lot higher. Midfield and match ratings this season have been horrid. He looks insane for this level. He does. And he looks a cut above the mustard. And if we can somehow hold him and get him on a new contract, great. Absolutely love and life. If not, that's 925k into the team that is... As long as the board goes, here's 40%, 50% of the revenue that we sell them on for instead of the 10% that it's at now. Our board is really stingy. We can do a lot with that money. We can get 2 really good fullbacks for the level. We can get a lot of things in. But we'll wait and we'll see. And, that's one that we need to talk about because I do see him leaving, but it should only be for... I'm not accepting anything less than 925k. Zahura's another one, and this is the guy that I really want to keep. Obviously, he's this man, and he's unbelievable. He scored 27 goals in 31 appearances in the league, right? It's clearly good enough. He's wanted by a whole host of clubs. The big thing for me is not an Italian nor a German club has not come in for him. It's always been a Swedish club. It's always been a German Division 3 club, not a German Div 2 or 1 club. And that's massive for me because that's the reason why he's here. Now it's all about, hopefully, when we click over in a second, that we get the budget and hopefully we've been okay and we'll keep him for next season because I don't want him to leave, and that's a big hole to fill. The next one, which you might be interested in, is if there was an offer for Frederick Anderson, and he's got a release fee for 2.5 mil, right? This is the sort of guy that a club came in and said he's 100k for on 575 a week to get their wage budget down. He hasn't played too much, and we've got better midfielders growing. I'm probably selling Frederick Anderson. Now, that might come as a shock because he played so well when he came in, and he scored a couple of bangers here to help us get promoted. Just hasn't really cut the mustard. Seems a little bit out of his depth. Seems like a player that just isn't worth the money that we've put him on. Expect him to have a bigger year. But Sean Christian Ramirez has been a cut above the mustard than him. And yeah, it's just been really, 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 really one of those things. And then we've got people that are travelling. We've got people that have had interest in the past. And what we really need to do is we really need to find fullbacks. And we just need to see who gets sold or not. So hopefully the club will be okay. For me, the important thing is that I've got Christian, Bubba, Robert, Hansen, Milfort as an absolute amazing spine. And if we can keep hold of these two, the spine of the team's unreal. You got Bub Najal on the right, who I think's had a really good year, and Frank, who we picked up as a young kid, right, as a 15-year-old, and we've been nurturing ever since. These two wingers, right, as the dogs are fighting in the background, these two wingers are going to be amazing. And all of a sudden, for me, I've got my spine, and I've still even got my spine. I've got a little bit of my wings. I'm really happy. All we need is just to sort out the fullback positions, and we'll be okay. And that, for me, is a really big positive. The big positive is we finished in the top 6 in our first year. We have a good spine. If we can keep it all together and build around it, we're okay. The other thing that I do want to mention is that we've made 2.6 million this season, 2.7 million total, 2.6 million in the budget, which is why I do not understand why the bookers repair the financial damage. There ain't any financial damage, mate. Without me, this club would be in ruins. For me, there is merit to me saying we just get a left back and a right back, tie down who we need, don't sign anybody. See if we can make another 2 million or whatever, and then next year, right, we stay in the division again, make the top 6 maybe again. I think we would with 2 better fullbacks. Anyhow, all of a sudden after that, we're going to have 5-6 mil in the overall balance. Right, we're going to have a transfer budget, hopefully of $1 million or 2 million, which could be massive for this division. We go out there, and because we were shrewd with our money in the next season, the season after, all of a sudden we can go out there, we can pitch maybe a better midfield, we can pitch maybe a better winger, we can pitch maybe a better centre-back for the level, a better goalkeeper, and then all of a sudden, we go out there and we got a team that is then contenders for maybe finishing in Europe or pushing for a title and maybe winning the cup, right? And all of a sudden, just because we had a year last year, we only buy a left back and a right back, we're going to have a balance of, 5 mil plus and we'll be good. So it'll be interesting to see. Now it's all about what money the board give us. Obviously, the stadium being delayed does hurt because it would have been nice to see that too. But, that's not too far away is the stadium. It was meant to be done at the end of this month. It's now 4 months. It does not matter, right? It is what it is. That happens a lot in real life football anyhow. Now we're just hoping we get the budget not too soon. I will be shocked if the board go, there's no money. If the board give me 7k a week and no budget, no increase in the payroll budget, I'm just going to walk. I would probably walk from the job because I just don't think it's good enough. Here we go. All right, beautiful. That is what we wanted. 338k transfer budget and 22.5k in terms of the money. Beautiful. That is massive. So we have got 8k that we can spend, and we got 338k. That is massive. So what I'm going to do straight away is I'm just going to go and do... no, we'll leave it for now, right? But that's massive. We can now maybe even pay money for fullbacks. So we've gone from a position where we've always been free. So, hey, can we find some fullbacks maybe? First thing I'm going to do, Zahura. Here we go. Yeah, Callum, it is a transfer special today. Contract. Big pay rise, no. Prove the coaching team, yes. Strengthen for left back, yes. Done. Because I need a left back. Loyalty bonus. Going to remove that. 2k a week. Appearance fee of 500. Do that. Do that. No relegation drop. Relegation release fee. Mate, if we get relegated, you can leave for 250k. Does not bother me. Alright? Does not bother me. We need to make sure we sign this guy. Add bonus. Team of the year bonus. Give you 8k if you want to make the team of the year, which you probably could. Top goal scorer of the division bonus. 10k. Suggest. 4.3. No. Why are you asking for 4.3k for? Give you 2.4. Why, man? No way. I'm not going to lose you. 1.5 mil. Max it out. Max it out. Max it out. Max it out. We win the Skyback Pong in 24k. 900 a week. 700 a week. Whew. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Look how big that contract is. He's getting 2.4k a week. 45k of my budget is going straight into loyalty. 13k goes straight to the agent. Right? 24k if we win the thing. He gets a k basically a week for playing. Goal bonus for every goal he scores. He's scored 27 goals this season. He's getting 700 a week. His team of the year bonus is getting 20k. That doesn't bother me. At the end of the season, if this guy has gone at the end of the season, has gone top goal scorer and team of the year bonus, we're finishing top 6. We're going to have enough money to pay that, right? That's the thing for me. That doesn't bother me. Same with this. If he does this, we're going to have the money at the end of the season to pay him, right? This is what the problem is for me. We did pick him up on a free. I think 1.5 million is really cheap, that the club will probably pay 1.5 million for him, and a relegation release fee there. I'm finalising that deal. That does not bother me. That does not bother me in the slightest. That's happened. Now, we do have Bubba that's running out of a contract here, right? We do have Bubba running out of a contract at the moment. I am very tempted to keep him. He's a decent player. He's had an okay year, you know? I feel like we're going to put him down on a contract too. Put him as an important player, hopefully. He takes that. Beautiful. Asked to suggest. But that I'm happy with. This one doesn't bother me as much if he rejects his contract. So I'm going to remove that. Add a bonus here that if we win the Skybait Poclian, we'll give you 12k. And team of the year, if we make it, I'll give you 10k. And we'll see what he says. So he wants 1.2. Wants to release fee to foreign clubs of that. Look. Being one of my better players, 750k is okay. Because I don't think the club will pay too much money for him. See if we can get some of this down as well. I'll give you 950 a week. $3k, mate. $3k. That's all you're going to get out of me. In the end, we're getting for a K. So Fernandes is going to be here too. And I'm really happy with the core. The core is where I'm really happy with. So I don't think there's anyone else that's really expiring on contract. So there we go. We've got money to spend too. This is the thing, boys. This is what we needed here, YouTube. We've got to tie down Zahora. We're actually going to stay live until Zahora says yes. We're going to stay live until Zahora says yes. Because if there's a club that comes in right now, I'll be very livid. I would be very livid as Zahora if someone comes in right now. We're going to leave that scouting thing for when we're off the stream. That's a stream special. If you want to watch us go through and scout and look at players and that, link down below. Follow us live on chat. We'll do that in a second. All of a sudden, we've got money that we can spend too. It's important that I do not blow the budget. We do not blow the budget. We need to sign a left back. That's what we need to do. We need to sign a left back. A good left back. Where's Mikel? Oh, I'm bringing Mikel Hedegaard back. Actually, we're going to have a look at Kudmison and Miguel Hedegaard when Zahora, we hear about Zahora stuff. We're also going to go and hopefully raid AGF because they get relegated. And they got some decent players. We'll see how we go. This has been good, boys. End of season reviews. 30 minutes this has been going for. Wow. Usually they go very, very, very slow. You know, predicted to finish bottom, 1,000 to 1. Mate, we finished 5th. I actually think there's money to be made in this division. A lot of money that can be made in the Superliga, and it's only going to improve. Eggleston snubs Fisted FC. Great. If you're looking at Fisted FC, then it's not really great. How is Kudmanson doing? That didn't come up. How about we go to transfer history and we'll have a look at the money that's come out. So how's Andreas going? Andreas, has he played a game for them? Has not played a game for them. He's played 9 games here at 110. Still looks really decent. Has developed a little bit. But yeah, hasn't really played a game. There's a lot of clauses with him that we could maybe even sell off. Dannyville Homas and all that obviously done that. I want to see Miguel Hedegaard. How have you gone, sir? Has he been playing games of football? Not many. I still don't believe the board sold him. Physically, for me, I think he's unreal. Honestly think if they said to me, hey, you can bring him back here for about 50, 60k, I would. I would happily bring the prodigal son back for 50k if he wants to. Because I would love to do it. I'm in his coaching staff, which is really nice to see as well. But yeah, hopefully Hedegaard can come back. All right, so we are going to stay live until Zahora says yes. I don't care if you see Bubba saying yes or no, but this is all about me tying down Zahora, who's the best striker in the league. I still don't believe we picked him up on a free transfer for 400 a week. When I saw him, I was like, oh yeah. When I saw him, I was like, yeah, it's going to be whatever. All right, so this fullback signed. I'm going to decline that because we are live on a YouTube video. And hopefully, we can see Zahora coming in. Where are you, Johan? Johan Zahora. Alright. Surely we're favourites to re-sign him. Surely we're favourites to re-sign him. Scouting meeting, 28. Like I said, YouTube, you want to see this, links down below. We have a European playoff game. Why does OB play against them? Why is OB playing against Midtjylland for? View stage. Oh, because OB finished first of the division. Right, that's a thing. Sometimes it might be better to finish 7th. So if that's the case, and they have a playoff game between 5th and 3rd, that's ridiculous. That is crazy. So it might be better to finish bloody... I did not know that. Okay, something to note next season. Going into the final day, do not go and finish 6th. You may as well finish 7th. Finish top in that division and have a game, two legs and try and make it to Europe. All right, the boys have been paid out as well finally now because I think the season's done. Now, come on. Where are you, Zahora? We want the best striker in the league to stay at the football club. Sorry, YouTube. This is taking a little bit long, a little bit of waffle. But hopefully, we find him. He should say yes. Should say yes. That is big money. Zahora sets record after record. Danish player Zahora makes it as well. He's the only one to make it. Head coach shortlist. Sure. There, done. That took way too many clicks to do that. We're going to continue on again. Come on, boys. Where's Zahora saying yes? I'm not ending this YouTube video without Zahora saying yes. I'm not saying anything until Zahora says yes. We've got 170k to spend because we had to increase that to get Zahora to come in. Come on, boys. Come on. Jeez, the window's nearly open. We're simming that deep. He's taking time, Zahora. Please be it. Come on. This is it. Surely, boys. Didn't expect it to take this long. I expected it to be like, oh, yeah, a few days, Zahora. Yep, great. So he wants to stay. Ross signs a new deal. Great. Who cares? We also need to get coaches in here too, but we'll do that off stream as well. Bubba signs a new deal first. Right. Something tells me Zahora is waiting for a better contract. That is dirty, my boy. That is dirty, my boy. He is waiting for a better contract. Game saves. Who here is stressing that he doesn't sign the contract? Me. Because I know that there's an Italian club that's just going, oh, we'll just pay him the money he wants and yeah, he can come. Then he would go. He would go. He would go. Come on, boys. Come on. What can we do? Zahora, we need you. This guy signs a new deal. Bubba's been called up. Great. We need to see Zahora is staying. This poor YouTube's been waiting 36 minutes for this moment. What do you reckon, stream? Is he staying? Is he staying or is he going to get an offer from somewhere else? We're wasting time here too. Like, there is so much things I could be doing right now. I could be looking at regens, could be looking at left bats, could be looking at right bats, could be doing all sorts of stuff. Could be looking at getting Miguel Hedegaard back. I am getting him back. As long as they're saying it's not more than 100k, I'll be like, yeah, great. Come on, this be it. Zahora. Oh, bring him. Yes, stay in the shortlist, dude, because you're a good keeper. Mate, what are you waiting on? What? Not you. You get out of my face. We do need a backup keeper, by the way. Yeah, it has a lot to do with me. So sign your contract. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Come on. Is there something? Here we are. Angus just made a $3.2 million bid, which is more than my whole club. Zahora? It's not Zahora. Are we serious? New scouting budget? Yeah, we don't care. We know this guy's good. We know he's good. And the scouting meeting has got 41. Continue. Come on, boys. Can we do the job?
Excuse me, this part here, is that going to be put there as well? This part here?
39 minutes into this episode, we have no clue if Zahora is there. And it's not just 39 minutes, because I filmed an intro to this too.
Oh, I'll ask him. Yeah. Because I did have something across there and he said that he will. But that's right, I'll talk to him about that. Don't you worry about it. Thank you.
Come on, boys. Can we do it? Where are you, Zahora?
Damien, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, do you? Give me a second. This is taking forever, boys.
No, I can tell you afterwards. And when they be careful with the dog, they've taken down the fence.
Alright, this is taking too long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly see what my mum has to say, and we'll come back YouTube with a decision. Sorry it took this long. I wanted to do it live. Apologies.